What if you could finally sleep through the night without waking up over and over just to use the bathroom? If you're constantly getting up to pee at night, you're not the only one. It's called Nocturia, and it can turn a good night's sleep into a frustrating cycle of waking, walking, and waiting to fall back asleep. And the worst part? It leaves you tired, foggy, and worn out the next day. But here's the good news. There are simple habits you can build into your daily life that really help. In this video, we're going to walk through 8 of the best habits to stop nighttime urination. These are practical, easy to follow, and backed by real science. And trust me, number 1 on the list might be the one that finally makes the difference you've been looking for. 1. Limit fluid intake before bedtime. Let's begin with one of the simplest and most powerful habits to reduce nighttime urination: limiting how much you drink before bed. It sounds easy, and honestly, it is. But a lot of people don't realize just how much their evening drinking habits affect their sleep. If you're waking up 2, 3, or even more times a night to use the bathroom, this small change could really help. Try cutting back on fluids about 2 to 3 hours before your usual bedtime. This gives your body enough time to process what you've already had, so your bladder doesn't stay full while you're trying to rest. And remember, it's not just about how much you drink, it's also about what you're drinking. Some drinks can make your body create more urine than usual. These are called diuretics. Coffee, tea, soda, and alcohol all fall into this group. So even if you enjoy a warm cup of tea to wind down or a small glass of wine to relax, they might be the reason you're getting up so often during the night. Instead, try drinking more fluids earlier in the day, especially in the morning and early afternoon. That's when your body is more active and can handle it better. Then, in the evening, just sip water slowly if you're thirsty, instead of drinking a full glass all at once. This small habit can make a big difference. It helps your bladder stay calm at night, which means fewer trips to the bathroom and a better night's sleep. It also helps you fall into deeper, more refreshing rest. Think of it this way: sleep is your body's way of healing, and waking up constantly interrupts that process. By being a little more mindful of your drinking schedule, you're giving your body a better chance to do what it's meant to do at night: rest, recover, and recharge. So next time it's getting close to bedtime, just pause before reaching for that drink. Ask yourself, do I really need this right now? Sometimes a simple change like this can give you more peace, more energy, and more freedom from those frustrating nighttime interruptions. 2. Practice double voiding. Here's a little trick that's easy to do, takes almost no extra time, and could really help cut down those frustrating nighttime bathroom trips. It's called double voiding. It might sound fancy, but it's actually very simple and very effective. Before you go to bed, use the bathroom like you normally do. Then, instead of heading straight to bed, wait for about 5 to 10 minutes. You can sit, relax, brush your teeth, or get your things ready for sleep. After that short break, go back and try to urinate again. This 2-step approach gives your bladder a second chance to fully empty itself, getting rid of any leftover urine that might have stayed behind the first time. You'd be surprised how often we think we've emptied our bladder completely when we really haven't. Especially as we age, our bladder muscles may not contract as strongly as before, and sometimes that leads to urine being left behind. Even a small amount of leftover urine can cause that uncomfortable urge to go again in the middle of the night. And that urge is what wakes you up and robs you of the deep rest your body really needs. Double voiding is a great way to calm your bladder before sleep, and when combined with other habits like drinking less fluid in the evening or elevating your legs to reduce fluid buildup, the results can be even better. Think of it as giving your bladder a second chance to do its job properly before you lie down for the night. It takes just a few extra minutes, but the benefits can be huge. Fewer interruptions, deeper sleep, more energy in the morning, and most importantly, peace of mind. It's a simple act of self-care that tells your body, we're done for the day, time to rest. If you've never tried this before, don't worry, it's not uncomfortable or difficult. Just be patient, stay relaxed, and give it a try for a few nights. Like many small habits, it works best when it becomes part of your regular bedtime routine. Over time, your bladder gets the message, and your sleep can finally become what it's meant to be: quiet, deep, and refreshing. 3. Adjust your diet. Believe it or not, what you eat can have a big effect on how often you wake up to use the bathroom at night. Many people don't realize that certain foods can irritate the bladder and make nighttime urination worse. If you've been struggling with nocturia, making just a few changes to your diet might make a big difference. Let's start with spicy foods. These are delicious, of course, but they often contain something called capsaicin, which can irritate the lining of your bladder. That irritation can make your bladder more sensitive and cause that urge to go even when it's not full. So if you enjoy spicy meals, especially in the evening, you might want to cut back and see if it helps. Next are acidic foods. Things like citrus fruits, tomatoes, and even vinegar can cause bladder discomfort for some people. These acids may not bother your stomach, but your bladder can be more sensitive, especially at night, when your body is trying to rest. If you find yourself waking up more often after eating these foods, it might be time to rethink your dinner menu. Artificial sweeteners are another sneaky trigger. You'll find them in diet sodas, sugar-free snacks, and even in some medications. For some people, these sweeteners act like a stimulant to the bladder, increasing the need to urinate. They're easy to overlook, so take a moment to check your labels, especially for anything you consume after dinner. One helpful habit is to keep a simple food diary. Just jot down what you eat and drink, especially in the afternoon and evening, and note how many times you get up at night. After a few days, you might start to see a pattern. Once you notice which foods might be causing trouble, you can begin cutting them out one by one. The goal isn't to make your life harder. It's to give your body the best chance at getting real, uninterrupted rest. By being a little more mindful about your meals, especially later in the day, you can take a big step towards sleeping better and feeling better in the morning. Your bladder deserves a break too, and adjusting your diet might just be the key to giving it one. 4. Elevate your legs in the evening. This next habit might surprise you with how simple it is and how much it can help. If you often wake up during the night to use the bathroom, part of the problem might actually start in your legs. Throughout the day, especially if you spend a lot of time standing or sitting, fluid naturally builds up in your lower legs and feet. It's just gravity doing its job. But here's the thing, when you finally lie down at night to sleep, all that fluid doesn't just disappear. Instead, it moves back into your bloodstream, and your kidneys start to work overtime to get rid of it. That's what leads to increased urine production and those annoying trips to the bathroom after you've already tucked in for the night. But there's a gentle and effective way to help your body handle this better. Try elevating your legs for 1 to 2 hours in the evening before bed. It's simple. Just lie down on a couch or your bed and place your legs up on some pillows, or even rest them against a wall. The key is to make sure your legs are above the level of your heart. When you do this, gravity works in your favor. The fluid that's been sitting in your legs throughout the day slowly moves back into circulation, allowing your kidneys to filter it out earlier before you go to sleep. This habit is not only helpful for your bladder, but it's also good for your circulation. It can reduce swelling in your feet and ankles, ease tired legs, and even help you feel more relaxed in the evening. Think of it as a peaceful way to wind down while giving your body a little extra support. What's great is that this doesn't require any special equipment or effort. You can elevate your legs while watching TV, reading a book, or listening to music. Over time, doing this regularly may lead to fewer nighttime interruptions, deeper sleep, and better mornings. If you're someone who dreads getting up multiple times during the night, adding this small routine to your evening could bring big relief. Your body works hard all day, so why not give it a gentle hand in the evening? A little elevation can go a long way toward a quieter, more restful night. If you're finding these tips helpful so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any new videos. And if you have any questions or want to share your own experience with nighttime urination, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you and help out. 5. Train your bladder. If you're tired of waking up again and again during the night to go to the bathroom, bladder training might be the habit that truly helps. It's a simple but powerful way to teach your body to hold more urine and give you longer, more peaceful stretches of sleep. And the best part? It doesn't involve any medications or complicated steps. Just a little bit of time, patience, and consistency. Bladder training works by gently increasing the amount of time between your bathroom visits. You start small. For example, if you feel the urge to go, try waiting an extra 10 to 15 minutes before heading to the bathroom. At first that might feel a little uncomfortable, but your bladder will slowly begin to adjust. As your bladder gets used to holding more urine, you can start stretching that wait time even further, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe even longer. Over time, your bladder becomes stronger and more flexible, and that can lead to fewer trips not just during the day, but also in the middle of the night. It's important to remember that this is a process. You might not see big changes overnight, and that's completely normal. Like any new habit, bladder training takes commitment. But if you stick with it, you're likely to notice a big improvement. You may sleep longer without waking up to use the bathroom, and that means better rest, more energy during the day, and a better quality of life overall. To make bladder training even more effective, try combining it with other habits you've learned in this video, like double voiding before bed. Double voiding helps make sure your bladder is as empty as possible when you go to sleep. And when you pair that with a trained bladder that knows how to hold more, you create the perfect setup for restful, uninterrupted nights. So if frequent urination at night has been wearing you down, don't lose hope. Your bladder can be retrained, and better sleep is possible. Give yourself some grace, stay patient with the process, and celebrate the small wins along the way. Every extra hour of sleep counts, and you absolutely deserve that rest. 6. Manage your medications. If you've been waking up multiple times during the night to go to the bathroom, your medications might be part of the reason. Many people take medications every day, especially as they get older, and while these medicines are often necessary for managing important health issues like high blood pressure or heart problems, some of them can actually make nocturia worse. One common group of medications that can lead to frequent nighttime urination is called diuretics, also known as water pills. These drugs are designed to help your body get rid of excess salt and fluid by making you urinate more. This can be very helpful for reducing swelling or lowering blood pressure, but if you take them too close to bedtime, they may keep you up all night running to the bathroom. Even medications that aren't officially labeled as diuretics can sometimes have a similar effect. Certain blood pressure medications and antidepressants may relax the muscles around the bladder or slightly increase urine output. If your bladder becomes more active from these side effects, you might find yourself waking up more often than you'd like. That's why it's so important to look closely at when you take your medications, not just what you're taking. Something as simple as changing the time you take a pill from evening to morning could make a big difference in your sleep, without affecting the medicine's benefits. Now, this part is very important. Never adjust your medications on your own. Even if you're pretty sure that a certain pill is making you go more at night, always talk to your doctor or pharmacist first. They can review your list of medications, see if one might be contributing to your nighttime trips, and help you come up with a safer plan. Sometimes the solution is just taking the medication earlier in the day. Other times, they might switch you to a different type that's gentler on your bladder. Either way, it's a conversation worth having, because your sleep is just as important as the condition the medicine is treating. So if you're doing everything right, limiting fluids, eating carefully, elevating your legs, and you're still waking up multiple times each night, don't overlook your medications. They might be the missing piece of the puzzle. And remember, with the right medical guidance, you can manage both your health and your sleep more comfortably. Better nights start with better planning. 7. Establish a bedtime routine. One of the most powerful habits you can build to stop those frequent nighttime bathroom trips is creating a calming bedtime routine. It may sound simple, but sticking to a regular wind-down schedule can have a big impact on your body, your bladder, and your sleep. You see, our bodies follow a natural clock called the circadian rhythm. This internal clock helps control many body functions, including how and when we produce urine. When your sleep schedule is all over the place, your body can get confused, making it harder to get deep, restful sleep, and that often means more trips to the bathroom during the night. The good news is that you can help reset this rhythm by going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. That consistency tells your body, hey, it's time to rest now, and your body responds by relaxing and slowing things down, including your bladder activity. But to make this habit truly effective, your bedtime routine should also help you unwind. About an hour before bed, start doing things that soothe you. That might be reading a book, listening to calming music, taking a warm bath, or practicing a little deep breathing. Even just turning the lights down low and sipping a caffeine-free herbal tea can help your body shift into sleep mode. Just as important is what you don't do before bed. Try to avoid looking at phones, computers, or TVs late at night, since the blue light can keep your brain too alert. Skip intense conversations or work-related tasks close to bedtime, and steer clear of stimulants like caffeine and alcohol in the evening. They can act as diuretics, making your bladder even more active. Also, don't forget to limit your fluid intake a couple of hours before you plan to sleep. These small adjustments, when added to a peaceful routine, can really add up over time. But with patience, this new routine can help you sleep longer, deeper, and with fewer interruptions. Your body will get used to this rhythm, and your bladder will too. A good night's sleep is not out of reach. It just needs a little consistency and care, and you are absolutely capable of creating that for yourself. 8. Stay active during the day. One of the most helpful habits you can add to your daily life, if you're struggling with frequent urination at night, is staying physically active during the day. It might not seem directly connected at first, but regular movement can actually make a big difference in how often you need to get up to go to the bathroom while you're trying to sleep. Here's why. When we spend long hours sitting or standing still, especially as we age, gravity causes fluid to collect in our legs and feet. Later, when we lie down to sleep, that fluid moves back into the bloodstream and makes its way to the kidneys, leading to more urine production at night. But when you keep your body moving during the day, especially with moderate exercise, you help your blood and fluids circulate more effectively. That helps reduce the fluid buildup in the lower part of your body, and that can mean fewer bathroom trips after bedtime. But that's not all. Exercise also helps strengthen the muscles that support your bladder, including your pelvic floor muscles. These muscles play a big role in controlling the urge to urinate, and keeping them strong can give you better control. Activities like brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or even gentle stretching can be very effective. You don't need to do anything too intense, just aim for about 30 minutes of activity on most days. The goal is to stay consistent, not perfect. And if you're someone who's carrying extra weight, getting more active can help with that too. Losing even a small amount of weight can take pressure off your bladder and lower the chances of nighttime urination. So even though exercise may not seem like a bladder fix at first, it really works in multiple ways to help. It keeps your circulation strong, reduces fluid buildup in your legs, strengthens important muscles, and supports your overall health. And let's not forget, it also helps you sleep better, both by relaxing your body and reducing those annoying wake-up calls in the middle of the night. So if you haven't already, try to build more movement into your day. Your bladder and your sleep will thank you for it. There you have it, 8 simple habits to help reduce nighttime bathroom trips and improve your sleep. I know waking up at night can be really tiring, but small changes like limiting fluids before bed, elevating your legs, and building a calming bedtime routine can make a big difference over time. Be patient and stay consistent. Your body will thank you. Check the links below for trusted supplements that support kidney and bladder health. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this video and more tips coming up. And if something isn't clear or you want to talk about your own story, leave a comment right now. I'm here to help. Thank you for watching our video today. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like and subscribe button to support us. We truly appreciate you support, and it will motivate us to continue make more information video to help you all. Thank you and goodbye.